Prism formula. Let us consider an equilateral prism ABC. Each angle of the prism is 60 degree. A ray of light PQ fall on the face AB at an angle of incidence I. Let us draw normal to this face at the point of incidence. So PQ is the incident ray. So what is the angle of incidence? It is the angle between incident ray and normal. Let I be the angle of incidence. We name this normal as MN. MN is the normal to the point of incidence Q on the face AB of the ray PQ. What happens if the ray of light passes from rarer medium to denser medium? We know the ray undergoes refraction and bend towards the normal. Let R be the angle of refraction. Since one more refraction takes place, let us specify this angle as R1. So QR is the incident ray to the face AC, which is the refracted ray from the face AB. The refracted ray from the face AB, QR, which is the incident ray to the face AC, meet at the point R on the face AC. So let us draw a normal to the face AC. So let this be the normal drawn to the face AC. So I have drawn the normal. So now what is the angle of incidence at the face AC? So our angle of incidence is angle between incident ray QR and the normal. Let us name it as R2. Now the ray is coming from denser medium and it fall in the rarer medium after refraction. We know since it is passing from denser medium to rarer medium, the refracted ray bend away from the normal. So what is the angle of refraction? Angle of refraction is the angle between refracted ray and normal. We just name this angle as E, which is the angle of emergence. So I is the angle of incidence to the first phase, where R1 is the angle of refraction. The refracted ray QR is the incident ray to the face AC, and after refraction it passes to the rarer medium, and refracted ray is named as RS. R2 is the angle of incidence and E is the angle of emergence for the ray on the face AC. Now look at this diagram. We just extend this incident ray. The incident ray, if the prism was not there, the incident ray would have advanced like this. Because of the prism, the ray is going this way, bending, again bending, and finally coming out like this as RS. So if the prism was not there, the ray PQ would have advanced like this. So I just mention it as dotted line. This is the extension of incident ray. Similarly, if the prism is present, so the incident ray is bending and finally emerging out like this. So if I extend this emergent ray, the emergent ray would have advanced like this. What is the angle between incident ray and emergent ray? This extension of emergent ray is represented by dotted lines. So what is the angle between incident ray and emergent ray? Let us denote it as delta. The prism was not there, incident ray PQ would have advanced like this. Because of the prism, incident ray is passing as RS. So delta is the deviation happened to the incident ray because of the prism. Now look at the quadrilateral ARNQA. In this quadrilateral, sum of the opposite angles, that is angle Q and angle R, between normal and surface, or we can represent it as NQA and NRA, is both are 90 degree. So the sum of opposite angles is 180 degree. What about the sum of other opposite angles? Angle A plus angle N. Since the magnitudes we represent simply by A and simply by N for these angles. Total angle of opposite side, opposite corners A and N is 180 degree. Let us name it as equation number 1. This happens from the cyclic quadrilateral A R N Q A. Why it is called cyclic quadrilateral? Because sum of opposite angles must be 180 degree. So A plus N is 180 degree. Now let us try to get an expression for angle N. Look at the triangle QRN. From triangle QRN, R1 plus R2 plus angle N must be 180 degree, equal to 180 degree. So the equations 1 and 2 are same, RHS is same. Therefore, A plus N must be equal to R1 plus R2 plus N. N get cancelled out. So we get A equal to R1 plus R2. Angle A equal to angle R1 plus angle R2. Now let us try to find out an expression for angle of deviation. What is angle of deviation? Delta. Look at the triangle. I just name this as O. Let this point as O. Look at the triangle OQR. From triangle OQR, delta equal to sum of these two angles. This angle plus this angle. So I can call delta equal to angle OQR plus angle ORQ. Now tell me, what is this angle OQR and ORQ? We know this angle is I, hence opposite angle must be equal to I. This is R1, so this angle must be I minus R1. Similarly, the other angle should be E minus R2. If you substitute, we get angle OQR as I minus R1 plus E minus R2. That is delta equal to I plus E minus R1 minus R2, or delta equal to I plus E minus of R1 plus R2. R1 plus R2 is equal to angle of the prism A. So I plus E minus A, we write A plus delta equal to I plus E. We call it as equation number 4. Now let us apply the conditions on equation 3 and equation 4. That is, when the angle delta is equal to delta minimum, for the minimum angle of incidence, the conditions are R1 should be equal to R2, which is equal to R. Similarly, I should be equal to E. So delta minimum can also be represented as capital D. So when delta is equal to capital D, in this equation, that is equation number 4, can be written as A plus delta minimum, which is capital D, equal to I plus E. I is equal to E. So wherever E comes, we write I. So A plus D equal to 2 times I. So what is I from this equation? That is A plus D by 2. Very important equation, equation number 5. Similarly, if we look at equation for angle A, equation 3, angle A equal to R1 plus R2, R1 equal to R2 equal to R. So we write A equal to 2R. We write equation 3 as A equal to 2R, or R equal to A by 2. We call it as equation number 6. So according to Snell's law, we substitute the equation sin I by sin R as sin A plus D by 2 divided by sin A by 2. And Snell's law states that this equation is equal to refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium, or refractive index of denser medium with respect to rarer medium is equal to, you can write N21 or simply N, as sin A plus D by 2 divided by sin A by 2. So very important equation in terms of angle of the prism, angle of minimum deviation. We can calculate refractive index of the medium where refraction takes place.